Hey guys, thanks for coming to the channel. And the question I have for you today is, do you get it yet? So what do I mean by do you get it yet? Well, first let me say this. You can go to YouTube or Rumble or any of these places and watch a lot of videos, fishing videos, how to this, that, the secret lure, the magic spot. You got to do this, you got to do that, you got to do the next thing. And then people run out and they buy a bunch of lures and they try things, and guess what? You get a bag full of lures that you don't ever use anymore. You never try that technique again because you go out and you try it on a particular day and it just doesn't work for you and you kind of give up on it. And so what I want to kind of tell you is a little story here, and you got to listen to this because this will make the difference in whether or not you succeed in fishing, or do you stay stuck in a place that you don't want to be in. And this is how it works. Let me lay the scenario out for you. I went fishing 2 days in a row this week. Both days, high of 75, low of 55 to 58 at night. Both days, northeast wind 10 to 15. Both days, cloudy in the morning, sunny in the afternoon. Both days, the humidity and dew point almost exactly the same. Both days, coming up on a full moon. All that being said, the first day that I went fishing on the same exact body of water, left the same time of day, everything, I caught 25 fish. Of those 25 fish, I had 2 over 4 pounds, 3 over 3 pounds, and a bunch of 2-pounders, and then some smaller fish. And most of those fish that I caught the first day were on a green and yellow popping frog and on a brown jig with a green pumpkin twin tail trailer. Guess what? Everybody owns it, right? If you're fishing, you own those two baits. So the normal person would think, well, man, that's what I should do. And you would watch a video. If I did a video of that on the water and you watch me catch them on those different lures on that body of water, that time of day under those conditions, you would think that's the key. That's the key to catching them. And you'll go get your brown and yellow popping frog, and then you'll go get your green pumpkin jig or brown jig or green pumpkin trailer, and you'll go out there and think, man, I got it now. That's all I needed was that key. I could even give you, I could give you the links for exactly what the lures were. Exactly, the weight, the size, the line, the rod, the reel, everything about it. And you would go out there and think, man, I got it. Well, here's the deal. I went the next day, the very next day, same exact conditions. Guess what I didn't catch them on? Brown jig with a green pumpkin twin tail trailer and a green and yellow popping frog. How many did I catch on the green and yellow popping frog? Nice round number. 0. How many did I catch on the brown jig? I think I caught 2 little, like 12 inchers. And so that distracted me for a period of time. And then then you think, well, do I keep beating the dead horse here? Do I keep throwing this? It worked yesterday, should have worked today, right? No, it doesn't work every day. Nothing works every day. Everything every day is different. Even if it appears to be the same type of day on the same type of water, every day is different. So what did I do? I went through this spinner bait, that crankbait, a different color jig, a different color creature bait, a speed worm, and a bunch of different stuff. And then I kind of settled on a Senko and a little turd bait. Because that day, for whatever reason, they just did not want those other baits. So then I could tell you right now, oh, well, I caught them on this color Senko and this color turd bait. And if you go out there tomorrow with those baits, you'll wreck them. Probably not. Because guess what? Tomorrow, it'll be the same exact thing again. It'll be a different presentation, a different bait. Now, can you catch them on a green and yellow popping frog again? Sure. There'll be a day when they'll eat that good again. There'll be a day when they eat that brown and green pumpkin jig good again. There'll be a day when they eat that Senko good again. But it may not be the day that you're there. So what I'm trying to tell you is, you're not going to watch a video, think, now I got it, all I needed was that tidbit of information, and go out and all of a sudden it transform your fishing career or your fishing approach. The approach that you should take to transform your fishing career, fishing approach, is never get stuck on what you did yesterday. Never get stuck on what you did this morning. Never get stuck on what appears to even be working right at the moment. Because the environment for fishing any type of wildlife is very subject to change in an instant. And you have to be able to recognize this is not working and just do something else. And you know what? You have to learn the techniques, right? You have to learn how to fish a jig. You have to learn how to swim a jig. You have to learn how to fish a crankbait. You have to learn how to cast and cast accurately. You need to put the right lures on the right rods, you know, so that you can properly present them, or you can pull the fish out of cover. And all of those videos, those learning type videos, are good videos, and you need to know that stuff. But I think, based on what I see, people are more interested in the lures than they are in how to catch them. And how to catch them changes every day. And the only way you can figure that out, I mean, you can have a clue. I got a clue sometimes, you know. I show up to the body of water, and in my mind I'm thinking, you know, it's this time of year, I got this type of cover available, this water's clear, this water's dirty. What lures should work in different situations? You know, some lures don't work in certain situations. You know, if you're skipping lily pads, you don't do it with a crankbait. You know, if you're trying to fish deep, you don't do it with a buzzbait. You know, so you have to apply the proper tool to the situation that you're trying to achieve, but you just work those different tools that can work what you're trying to do. And if you don't understand fully what's going on, it's real simple just to kind of keep changing up until you stumble across it, even if you don't really know why you stumble across it. Now, some days, no matter how many times you change, you're just not going to catch them. You know, it's just not gonna work for you. But the best approach is not to get hung up on what lures they won that tournament on and where they caught them, because that really just doesn't even matter in the grand scheme of things. So if you like my videos and want to watch them on a regular basis, please hit the subscribe button, the like button, put a comment in the bottom, share it with your friends. It'd be much appreciated. Thanks for watching, and have a blessed day.